Hello, this is your friendly nurse and health coach, and we are coming this week on Acai Berries Q&A. So you got your questions, send them in, uh, email them in, I'll put them in our chat here. We have already got some questions that have been sent to me on the acai berries. Number one question was, how does the acai berry help in weight loss? It helps breaks down the fat and the carbohydrates, and therefore you break down the carbohydrates and fats in the proper way. The fats and the carbohydrate, then you will be losing weight because the fat will not accumulate in your tissues in your body. So it's going to help make you lose more weight. That's acai berry. The next question that was given to me was, um, can it help your skin? The acai berry help your skin. It's an anti-inflammation, antioxidant. It clears up all the free radicals in your cells and your tissues. It's antiviral, antimicrobial. So yes, it's going to help your skin because it's going to help clear some of those bad bacteria out of the pores of your skin. Very, very important. Anything that's going to help detox your body, going to help your skin also. Does acai berry help with inflammation in your body? Yes, it's an anti-inflammation, which I just said. And anti-inflammation is your body response to infection, sickness, or diseases. So it kills inflammation because it's an anti-inflammatory agent. So it's going to kill any redness, swelling, pain, aches, joints. It's going to help on your pain, going to help on any redness or swelling, all part of inflammation. So acai berries. Let's see. Another thing it's going to happen. Let's see. How does acai give energy to the body? Anytime you detox your body of harmful bacteria, you're going to have more energy in your body because your cells can get more oxygen, much better blood flow. And anytime your body can get more blood flow, better blood flow to your heart and your lungs and all, you're going to have more energy. And it's going to give you more energy. You can exercise more. So therefore, you're going to increase your blood flow and your oxygen flow to your heart and your lungs and all the cells in your body. That's one of the good benefits of acai berries. It's anti-inflammatory. Remember, inflammation is number one thing that causes everything in your body that happens. Everything usually starts from inflammation. As long as you don't have any inflammation, you won't get no infection. And infection kills most people that's got chronic diseases and sicknesses. That was number 4 question. Let's see, we got another question here. Can acai help with cancer patients? Yes, it helps the cells to stop multiplying. Remember, you got cancer, your cells are constantly dividing, break up, dividing. So it stops all that action that's going on with the cells that acai berries do. And it's also an antioxidant. Antioxidant, those that destroy those free radicals, as we said, those molecules that was not charged fully with the protons and electrons and neutrons, and it helps decrease the damage that was done to the cells. And acai also for cancer patients. It helped bacteria from getting infection, bacterial infection, and increase the life to the cell. Did the cell just lingering sick cells when you got cancer? So it helped the cell go ahead and die, destroy the cell. That's how powerful acai berries is. It also reduced DNA damage to your cell, and it damage to your cell, your DNA. So that's acai berries. Let's see. Someone else got another question that was sent to me. Said, in what way? Okay, do it help with cancer? And I just said it destroyed the free radicals and decreased the damage to the cells of the cancer patient. And remember, though, you only take this in proportion. Don't take a lot of acai berries because it got sugar in it, and you don't want to feed cancer with sugar. It'll increase it. So we always remember your proportions. You got 11 grams of sugar in the serving, so you got to be very careful with acai berries. Don't overeat it just because it tastes good. Proportions, small proportion. Let's see, we got another question here. It says number 7th question. What form can acai berries come in? It comes in the frozen. You can get it frozen. I just brought it like a frozen popsicle not too long ago of acai berry. It was pretty good. Frozen, you can smoothie type. You got in the big bags. They make smoothies out of it. You also got acai berries come in the powdered form. And you got it come in the liquid form of acai juice. So you got 4 forms right there that it comes in. And as I say, the main thing you got to watch with it is the amount that you take or eat. Let's see, number 8 says, what kind of soil does acai berry grow in? Carbon rich carbon of the Amazon forests, rich in carbon, very, very rich. Acai to consume daily. You should only consume about, it's according to what your condition in your body is. If you're diabetic, you only should consume 1 small serving a day because it's the sugar contents. But if you're not a diabetic, you can consume more than 1 serving a day. All right. Number 9 question. What is carbon good for? Okay, they relating back to what I just said, the soil that it grows in the Amazon forests in South America and Brazil. It's rich in carbon. And carbon is very important. It's like a building block for our life, to sustain our life. The building block of the proteins in our life, the fats, the carbohydrates, what we call nucleic acid part of our body that's in our cells. So it's essential for life to our cells, proteins, carbohydrates, and fats in our body. Carbon And that is one reason why acai berry is so awesome, because it got rich carbon in it, according to the forests that it was growing in. Remember, everything is according to the soil that it's growing in and how much stuff is in the soil that is the berries or whatever you eat have been growing in. So the acai berry is growing in a rich carbon soil. Okay, let's see. How many ounces in a serving is according to what form you using the acai berry in. It's between a grape and a blueberry. So acai berry, I would say, is neck and neck to blueberry. The blueberry is awesome. Both of them do about the same thing for your body. But the acai berry got one thing that blueberry don't have, and that's carbon rich soil that it was growing in. And carbon is one thing mineral that we really need more of in our body to help our cells sustain life. So if you look at it in that way, acai or blueberry, I have to choose acai, but it running neck and neck. All right. Should diabetics eat it? Yes, they can eat it, but in small proportion, small quantity, one small serving of or how they eating it, smoothie or whatever. Thank you very much for those questions. All right. You thinking the same thing about acai? Okay. Yes, it is a little bit more awesome than blueberries because of the rich carbon soil. I would say that it is growing in the Amazon forests in South America and Brazil. Let's see, we got number 8 question here. It says, what kind of soil acai grows in? And I just answered that, carbon rich in carbon. Very rich in carbon. Yes. You figured, okay, you figured that blue, okay. Possibly, it's going neck and neck between the blueberry and acai. I can't quote exactly how much sugar blueberries got, but I know acai's got the 11.1 gram. So it's neck and neck that the two of them are running in for the sugar wise. But I would say the carbon rich acai wins in that case. That's what I would say win in that case. Carbon rich. Okay, let's see what else question I got here. What is flavonols? Yes, I remember I said it's flavanol activity. Flavanol is when the is the substance, is like a protein substance that stops the bacteria from starting infection in your body and taking life out of the cells. And that's within that antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, antiviral, antimicrobial, anti-cancer. So flavonoids are very important protein substances that you find in some foods, and it is in acai berries. And it helps stop the infection and helps stop it from making the cells sick to be cancers. Let's see. Number 12 question said, did you say uh, how many years ago they discovered it? Yes, they discovered it, acai berries, 10 years ago. Uh, they discovered it. The world did. Only it was in South America. until then. They was aware of it, but the rest of the world was not aware of it until about 10 years ago. And that's when everybody started talking about acai berries about 10 years ago, if you can remember that. That's when it became popular because nobody knew about it. It was in the Amazon forests all this time, and nobody really knew about, what value, what it was or what value it had. And it got out some kind of way about 10 years ago. All right, all right. Let's see. Number 13 question said, what does the Amazon region do for the world? Uh, any of our forests, I think forests do a lot. And one thing the Amazon forests do, it helps stabilize local and global climate. And that's a big thing now. They help stabilize the climate. So the Amazon forest that's full of all that carbon and all that acai berries grows in, it controls the local and world global climate. Wow, and that's awesome. That is awesome to know there. That is awesome to know. Nobody need to destroy these Amazon forests over there. Let's see what else we got here. All right, number 14. And what else is in this forest? Okay, someone else got another question. Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right. That's right. There's a lot of more fruits and vegetables and stuff that people have not discovered yet. That's why a lot of illness cannot be cured yet because they not discovered a lot of stuff that's on this earth that will help cure cancer too. Everything green out there good for cancer. It's got the chlorophyll in it, and chlorophyll is full of life. Minerals are full of life. People take chlorophyll for cancer. Yes, that's exactly right. Let's see, number 14. So, what else is in this forest, the Amazon forest? We got 20% of liquid, fresh water. I don't know if the Brazilian or the South Americans use this fresh water, but it is 20% of liquid, fresh water in these Amazon forests. And the Amazon forests cover about 2.7 million square miles in South America and Brazil. It's covered 40% of South America is in the Amazon forests. So wonder why it could be something else in there that we don't know about it other than acai that can help our body. It really can cure a lot of diseases and sicknesses that they don't have a cure for. So that's why it's very important for these scientists to be as experimenting and digging and on the earth. All right. Someone asked, is any sodium in acai? And that's very important to know whether there's sodium in it or not, because sodium will run up your blood pressure. And there's only 13 milligrams of sodium in acai. So that's not a whole lot of sodium. Only 13 milligrams. And we can deal with that, serving them 2 a day. Unless you got very, very bad problems with swelling all in your body. Got a lot of swelling in your body. You may not need but a small serving of the acai berry. Yes, it's good for blood circulation. Why? Because it's an antioxidant. It's going to destroy the free radicals that's helping causing that circulation problem, the inflammation that's causing that circulation problem. So everything red, remember, everything red or close to red, purple, red, gonna be good for your blood or your heart. So it will help circulation because it fights all these infections in your body, microorganism. It cuts down the microorganism. Um, Remember the microorganism your antivirus and molds and all those kind of stuff in your body. It helps destroy the growth of those viruses and molds in your body. So yes, it's going to help circulation. Everything that you're having a problem with your circulation, you got some inflammation in there somewhere. You got some cells disruption. Something is disrupting your cells from doing what it need to be done. So it's gonna help the circulation. Yes. Let's see why. Let's see why help. Diseases help to fat. Okay, heart disease. Why do it help heart disease? Someone said. And as I just say, it is an antioxidant. Thank good for circulation. Do I know anything? Okay. Okay. It's good for your circulation. Oh wow. You got beets. BEETS. It's good for circulation. And I can let you know what else you can do herb wise for circulation. We got all kind of stuff. Chlorophyll is good for circulation. Anything that's got is an antioxidant is going to be good for your circulation, your body. Ginger. Ginger is number one thing good for circulation. Turmeric, we went through that already. Turmeric and ginger is good for circulation. Told you to take some ginger root, boil them, put them in a jug of water or something, boil them, put it in the refrigerator, and sip off of it a little bit every day. It'll help your circulation. Ginger is awesome for circulation. All right, all right. What is antimicrobial? What do it do for your body? Yes, it's also an antimicrobial, acai berry, and it kills the microorganism and stop the growth of the toxins, the viruses, the bad bacteria, the molds. It stops the growth of them. If you got a mold problem in your body, a fungus problem in your body, acai be good for that. It'll stop the growth of them. Anything that's going to stop the growth of any kind of bad bacteria in your body, it's going to be good for you. All right. Number 18 question. Did you say, okay, the color is between the blueberry and grape? Yeah. The color of acai is between the blueberry and grape. Yes, it is. Between a blueberry and grape color. And that's why I wore this purple here. It's the color of acai berry. Okay, you said the frozen form is more healthier than the powder. Possibility because the powder may have something mixed with it. You got to make sure when you buy them powder that it's not mixed with something. Always check what all is mixed in the acai berries. Whether you buy it frozen, powdered, juice, smoothie type. Look and see what's being mixed with these acai berries. You don't want the sugar to mix with it. The refined sugar. If refined sugar is being mixed with it, it's going to defeat the purpose of the acai berry. Because remember, sugar will cause death. Refined sugar will cause death wherever you put it at. So you don't need no other to where it say added, other sugars added, you want that 0. You always want that 0. Added sugar 0. If it's got added sugar and got some 6 grams or 7 grams or something in it, they don't put some kind of refined stuff in it, fructose in it, or something in it. So make sure you read your ingredients. Yeah, it could be more processed, just like I'm saying right now. It's got refined stuff in it, or preservatives in it. So you have to watch stuff like that. Always read your ingredients, and remember, the shorter the ingredients is, the better. When the ingredients start to get long and all kind of stuff you can't hardly read, don't touch it. Put it back down. All right, I got another question here. Says, what do I do with the seed in the acai berry? You don't eat the seed in the acai berry. It's not consumable. You don't supposed to eat it. You take the seed out before you consume the berry. Make sure the seed is not there. So you make sure that seed is not there. You don't want to eat the seed. And some fruits are like that. Some fruits you can't eat the seed. And some fruits you can eat the seed. So acai berry is one of those fruits that you don't need to be eating the seed to. Let's see. Does acai berry help the brain? Yep, that was one of the benefits that I gave. That it is a neurodegenerative disease in the brain, like Alzheimer's, dementia. It'll help with all that, because remember, Alzheimer's, dementia, all is a anti-inflammatory. It is in acai berries, and it's going to get some information out. That's right. Less ingredients is better. Yes. Thank you. So acai berry will help any degenerate motor disease with your brain, like you can't think right, can't function right. It's going to act as an antioxidant and destroy those free radicals or that inflammation that's causing you to have that brain fog or problem with your brain. So it does help the brain function. Anybody else have any more questions? Let's see here. I also told you it increased the HDL, which is your good cholesterol that you need for your heart. It helped increase the HDL level. That is good for your heart, function of your heart. I also told you about the diabetes. It decreased the A1C in the diabetes, only in a proportion now, not a whole bunch of it. They tried it on some mouse, and they gave them like 100 grams twice a day, acai berries, for 1 month, and there was a decrease in the A1C of the diabetes. So it helps in regulating that sugar and those fats in your body and breaking it down. So the pancreas can do what it needs to be done with the producing the insulin in your body. So it's very good for that. So I would say acai, yeah, yes, right, can prevent heart. That's right, heart disease. It can prevent heart disease and help you correct it after you not had heart surgery, because it's going to protect your heart from getting some inflammation. Because sometime after surgery, you got blood clots, and blood clots can build up with inflammation, And so anyway, where you can fight the inflammation, even in cancer. A lot of inflammation turn into cancer inflammation. So you want to get the inflammation out of your body as quickly as possible. And yes, acai berry will help on that. Thank you very much. You're welcome. You're welcome. Let's see what haven't not said. Uh, I told you about it stops the cell carcinoma. It's the metastases of the cancer for multiplying. Acai berries is good for that. And don't forget, don't put it with sugar now. Refined sugar. Only the natural stuff. Sugar, just like it is. And also, I had mentioned it induced chemical induced bladder cancer. It's good for chemical induced bladder cancer because it's going to help fight those chemicals. Chemical induced bladder cancer is that bladder cancer that you have got from having those foreign chemicals in you that they have on vegetables and they have on fruit, they have on meat, that they plant these, they garden with all kind of chemicals down. They feed in the chickens and the animals with all kind of chemicals now. So acai berries help uh, fight those chemicals that have got into the food. Yeah, they are. They are adding. That's right. It is a superfood. It is a superfood, and they are adding to a lot of stuff now. But you got to make sure what they adding it to is not refined or processed stuff. Those so-called preservatives. It's all natural. Yes, yes, yes. So you got to know what ways that we can help our body to fight all these viruses and bacteria and molds and uh, in our bodies that we can get in our body from food, water, breathing. So acai berries are very popular in that matter. And also a lot of people's bodies are low in minerals and vitamins, and that's why they said they really don't need a lot of pharmaceutical medicines. They just need more vitamins and more minerals that help their body heal the way it need to be healed. And the acai berry is rich in carbon, which help is a building block for our life and our body and our fat, our carbohydrates, uh, and all parts of our body and our cells. It's a building block for life itself. So you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you very much. You're welcome. I love your questions. Anybody else having more questions? Very, very important. I also say that it affects the risk of metabolic disorder, which is a process that our body distribute our fats and our carbohydrates, and that's gonna make it lose more weight when it's distributing the right amount of nutrients to each organ or cell or wherever it need to go in your body. It's not all piling up in your stomach and your stomach getting all bloated up and everything. Acai helps distribute it where it need to be at in your body, the fat and the carbohydrates. That's awesome there. That's very awesome there. Because a lot of times it goes the wrong place in our body and pile up in our stomach or in our arms or different places in our body, the fat and carbohydrate. So it helps distribute it to where it need to be at in our body. Right. You can do that as long as you're not a diabetic. And and make sure that it's not going against some of the stuff, that medication that you're taking. I hadn't seen nothing that would interfere with the medications. It's just the sugar contents. So if you use it in small portions, it should be well. But if you start seeing something happening, or you got some kind of problem, slack off of it and skip a day in between. Yes. And when it's get warm weather now, and I was at the store the other day, and I wanted something cool because it got hot. And I stopped by the store and I saw that the frozen, like a popsicle acai, and I got it, and it was good, very good. So they got it in these forms, and that is good. So I also said acai berries reduce DNA damage, and and decrease the tumor cell from increasing the numbers. I just got to stress that. That's why they said about the cancer, high important it is for those people that got cancer, or maybe got it in your family. So you get a head start on it. You know cancer have a tendency to run in your family. You get a head start on it, and try to get you some little acai somewhere in your diet. If it's not daily, every other day, it will help you a lot. Anybody else got any more questions? I believe I covered about everything. If you don't have any more questions, next week we're going to be going on the energy drinks. I'm going to be going in what's popular about them, what's not popular about them, what's in them, and I'll be discussing all that next week. This week here, you'll be getting the videos this weekend, and that'll be our next discussion, the energy drinks. Oh, you love energy drinks. Oh, man, you better be tuning in then. Got a surprise for you. All right. All right, all right, all right. Y'all have a good night. We love you all. Don't forget to like the video. Like. Share it. Subscribe. All right, all right, all right. Stay tuned. Tune in till we meet again. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. All right. We love y'all. We want you to have a healthy, long life. Better, long life. All right. Thank you very much, too. All right. All right. Good night. Love you.